Hello, and again, welcome to the Aperture Science Computer-Aided Enrichment Center.
Yes, I knew someone was alive in here.
Alright, so welcome to my first FX2 video with narration. We're going to go through the portal table and hopefully make it quickly through all the main missions and through the wizard mode successfully.
Where to jump across?
So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to try to light the kickbacks, which is something you want to try to do on most tables right away. The easiest way to do this on this table is to start a multi-ball mission, and the easiest multi-ball mission to start on this table is Test Chamber 4. And interesting thing about some of the test chambers, including Test Chamber 4, is that they have checkpoints. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start Test Chamber 4 and try to get to the first checkpoint and then end the mode intentionally. That way I will have made some progress towards the wizard mode and will have both of my kickbacks up. Then I can continue doing the rest of the modes pretty much in order. The skill shot on this particular table doesn't really matter that much, so I won't try too hard to hit it.
Are you alright? Okay, no, don't worry, I've got it.
I'm a bit rusty at this table. So notice that little move there. Whenever the ball drops down from the Atlas shot down the upper left flipper, what you can do is just let it bounce off of the slingshot and trap it on the right side. So I'll see if I can do that again. Oh. Didn't quite work that time, but it usually does. There we go. So that's one move you can rely on to trap the ball safely when it's returning from that particular shot. You want to try to get a handle of all of the possible shot returns on a table, so you can plan your next shot every time rather than just arbitrarily flipping the ball. Okay, so what we actually want to do here is start the test chamber, which we do with that flashing start test shot. It's the easiest way to hit that shot is actually from the left flipper. It's also quite a bit safer. It takes 2 shots to start a test chamber, and the first time you do it, it's actually a target, and there's a bounce from the target. So if you try to hit it from the right flipper, it's actually a little bit more dangerous. It can come right back down the middle, whereas from the left, it's less likely to come back down the middle. So what we want to do is we want to transfer the ball to the left flipper. And that's one way to do it. On this table, when the ball is fed through the in lanes, for example, like I just did, from the left ramp shot, you can actually trap it simply by elevating the flipper. You don't have to do anything. Now, this doesn't work on most tables, but on this one it does. It's very convenient. So now the ball's in the left flipper. I can try to go for that elevator shot.
Please proceed to the chamber lock.
You can see that wasn't particularly safe either, but it didn't fall right down the middle. I didn't have to nudge to save it, so worked out pretty well. So one more time to start the test. Or not.
You really don't need to keep failing.
Well, let's pretend that I didn't do that.
Where to jump across? Oh, we just made it. That was...
Okay. So I'll select test chamber 4.
This next test involves turrets. You remember them, right? They're the pale spherical things that are full of bullets. Oh wait, that's you in 5 seconds.
So you can't do this on most tables. In fact, this might be the only one where you can. Notice how the automatic launching mechanism feeds the ball down that in lane. So I can just keep doing this with the infinite ball save that all multi-ball modes have. And I can light both kickbacks by just lighting the those turret letters. And it says turret because we're in test chamber 4, so it actually says something different for depending on which mode you're in, which is pretty cool. So now that we have both of our kickbacks lit, we'll try to hit those shots.
You may want to try and avoid those turrets.
The main modes on this table is that there's always, well, not always, but each of the main modes has several steps, several phases, and a common step is to shoot 2 out of 3 randomly chosen of the main shots.
Your test time showed you are going too slowly.
It's often the case, not all shots are of equal difficulty, so you actually want to select the safest and easiest shots. Although test chamber 4 doesn't matter as much what you do, since it's a multi-bow mode anyway. Little difficult to coordinate there. Okay, so we have our kickbacks, now we can just proceed through the test chambers in order. Now one thing, if I was playing this for score, one thing I would want to do is I would want to increase the test chamber completion bonus. It starts at 10 million and you can increase it up to 25 million. The way you do this is for making, I think it's every 3 cross ramp shots. Whoops. Onto that cross ramp there from the right upper flipper. So actually the easiest way to do that is not to use what I just did, not to use the left ramp, which is a relatively dangerous shot, but to use the right ramp from the left flipper. Now, this shot is easy and relatively safe. So let's see if I can do it now. I'm going to try to repeat it a few times. I'm definitely rusty here. Notice how I simply let the ball bounce from the right flipper to the left. Most of the time when the ball rolls down that little the right side of the left ramp like that, it will simply bounce off of the right flipper if you don't do anything. So the best thing to do is to just let it bounce. Oops. Yeah, I'm too rusty to repeat this reliably. Normally I can repeat this many times in a row. Okay, so notice now that I have 5 of the 6 lanes lit. I don't want to light the last one because in case I lose a kickback, I would prefer to be able to relight the kickback very quickly. So it's a good idea to leave one shot that you need to light the kickback open, so you can very quickly get that kickback back. Okay, see, the mission completion bonus just increased on the DMD there. So if you're playing a long game for score, it's a good idea to try to max that out.
The turret factory should be this way, I think.
Right, so I will, just to show what is possible, I'll try to do an elevator shot from the right flipper. It's actually quite difficult to do it from a resting position. It's a little bit easier from a lane feed with a bounce shot.
Here we go, lift cool.
See how relatively dangerous that is? It can actually come down the middle. Alright, let's...
This next test applies the principles of momentum to movement through portals. If the laws of physics no longer apply in the future, God help you.
Okay, so now we're going to have the 2 out of 3 shots. So let's do the Atlas shot, which is relatively safe. No. was actually trying to do there is trying to hit the right shot from the upper left flipper, which is possible.
Any ideas? Any ideas? No? No, me neither.
I did not succeed.
Hurry!
Oh, thank God, you're all right.
I spent too long talking there. Alright, sorry about that.
Water over to the elevator and we'll continue the testing. This next test applies the principles of momentum to movement through portals. If the laws of physics no longer apply in the future,
All of these
God
shots are
help you.
dangerous. So that was a bad random selection.
Momentum, a function of mass and velocity, is conserved between portals. In layman's terms, speedy thing goes in, speedy thing comes out.
Now, the second phase is always to shoot the elevator.
Jump! Actually, look at it. That's quite a distance, isn't it?
Don't listen to him.
There's two ways to hit this. The obvious way and then the not so obvious way like
Keep
that.
moving, just keep moving!
This close and you were going to fail me?
Hurry!
Oh, shoot. I definitely don't do as well when I try to
I'm pretty sure we're going the right way. Pretty sure.
what I'm doing. Although it's strange that I missed that shot twice in a row, even though I aimed straight at it. So, some of these modes, are, at least Test Chamber 1, actually lets you sort of fail and retry. Okay, so hopefully you saw what just happened there. That's actually a combination shot it requires of you, where you have to hit the cross ramp after you hit that blue portal shot. Or, sorry, the orange portal shot.
Excellent. Please proceed into the chamber lock after completing each test.
Alright, that was the end of that main mode. That's the shortest main mode along with mode 6 on this table. Okay, so
You have a
that
gift for these
was
tests.
the bounce. That
That's
was
not
the
just
bounce
flattery.
shot.
You are
into the
great
elevator.
at science.
It's hard to demonstrate that intentionally because to feed that lane I have to shoot the other cross ramp, which is quite a challenge sometimes. But yeah, so if the ball is being fed down the right in lane, what you can do is you can raise the right flipper, let it bounce as it's rolling, and then backhand it directly upward. Which is what I did earlier, and I'll probably have other chances to do it again.
There we go, lift cool!
How can you fail at this? It isn't even a test.
I misjudged that. So that's that was actually one of the more common situations that does cause me to drain, is when I hit the
going
tip
faster,
of the
which is-
slingshot,
was not
and
expected.
there's nothing I can really do to prevent it. What you want to do is you want to avoid ever hitting the tip of the slingshot like I just did.
Uh-oh.
Now I'm a little bit worried about not being able to get through this.
That is not part of the
I'm
test.
on my last ball already. Hopefully it'll work out. So a lot of people really hate this mode because it's pretty easy to hit the orbit, but it's quite difficult to hit the ramp. There's not really a lot of tricks to go with that to make it any easier. It's just the most important thing is to not drain and to get a good handle on how to catch the ball and how to sort of pass the ball.
Where are you?
Luckily it's pretty easy to trap here, so you just have to get ready to trap. And don't flail too much. So certain shots here are very risky. Direct shots are generally fine. So from here, now that I have the ball trapped, I need to hit the cup. So an earlier shot will do it. and that was not early enough. So as you can see, the important thing is to not panic and just trap the ball after a failed shot. If it's coming down the middle, you want to pass it like that, let it bounce to the other flipper, and then trap. So here, I can't make that shot safely. I can try to backhand it, but it's unlikely to work. It's just too dangerous. So the best thing to do is to try to pass the ball. That was actually a bad way to do it. The last flip was not advisable. But in any case, I did get the ball into the other flipper again. So in this case, because I want to keep the ball in the left flipper, if I hit the orbit, I simply elevate the flipper again. This will cause the ball to stay on the same flipper. Like that. And you see I did a little bit of a bounce there to keep it on the same flipper. Same thing there. In most cases, if you don't want it on the right and it's going towards the right, just let it bounce. It's very unlikely to roll down the flipper in this case.
Deep frying acquired.
That was
When the testing is over, you will be missed.
all right. So I'm going to try to do a bounce shot again here. No, didn't make it.
Waddle over to the elevator and we'll continue the testing.
Notice that quick
That
double
is not
shot.
part of the test.
When it comes down from the elevator like that, it's just you can simply let it bounce from the right to the left. Okay. So I'm gonna just practice here what I said earlier. You might see me do a few other maneuvers that are a little bit more difficult to explain, but they're all variations of what I've already said.
Where are you?
I'm not as careful when the ball save is still active. In fact, here you do want to take advantage of the ball save as much as you can early on, which I didn't really do so much here.
I know you're there. I can feel you here.
Alright, so now we just have 2 easy orbit shots.
What are you doing? You haven't escaped, you know.
Yeah, this shot is, well, you just have to learn it. It's a pretty early shot. It's not too dangerous, but if you miss, you have to have really good reflexes to recover from it.
You're not even going the right way. Where do you think you're going? Because I don't think you're going where you
Pretty
think
lucky
you're
there.
going. I'm not angry. Just go back to the testing area. You really shouldn't be here. This isn't safe for you. It's not too late for you to turn back. Uh-oh, somebody cut the cake. I told them to wait for you, but they cut it anyway. There is still some left if you hurry back. I'm not kidding now. Turn back or I will kill you.
Whoops. Luckily, there's a
When
checkpoint.
the
You have to do
testing
this
is
3
over,
times,
you will be missed.
repeating that sequence, and there's a checkpoint every time. So I just have to do it one more time once I get back in there. You actually generally
That
want to
isn't
try to go for
science.
that cross ramp shot like I just did, because doing that 3 times lights a ball save, and that ball save actually is really good because it doesn't expire if you do drain during that ball save. You can actually use that to relight kickbacks. It's just slower than a multi-ball, but it works pretty well too.
Please proceed to the chamber lock.
Let's keep moving. The factory entrance must be around here somewhere.
So the shots that go to the bumpers are the most dangerous on this table because of the many different ways that the ball can eject from the bumpers.
That is not part of the test.
By the way, you'll notice that every time you complete the sequence, the speech files are actually different, so it's sort of progressing the story as you go along.
Uh-oh, somebody cut the cake.
You're not just doing the exact same thing every time, you're actually getting recorded.
There's still some left, though, if you hurry back. I'm going to kill you, and all the cake is gone.
You're being rewarded every time with the progression of the story. I've gotten so used to hearing it that it's sort of background to me now. That's why I keep accidentally interrupting it.
This is your fault. It didn't have to be like this.
Oh, brilliant! You made it through. Well done.
Alright. I'm actually trying to light ball save here. But since I'm on the left flipper, I will just try to hit the elevator.
Please
If I'm on the
proceed
left,
to the
I'll
chamber lock.
go for the elevator, and if I'm on the right, I'll go for the Atlas shot for the cross ramp to the ball save. Okay, so I guess
This
I'll try
next
a hard
test involves discouragement
now,
redirection
hopefully
cubes.
not fail.
I just finished building them before you had your, well,
The smart thing
episode.
to do would probably
So now we'll both get to see how they work.
the smart thing to do would have probably been to get the extra ball by starting the co-op multi-ball mode, rather than going
Here it
through
is! The turret factory entrance. We made it.
this, because I have a pretty good chance of draining on this one actually. Luckily, there's turret factory.
Oh,
and
careful now.
Hello.
Only the turret control
get an
center.
extra ball.
Thank you very
Hello.
much. See that scanner right there? It's
Template.
deciding which turrets to keep and which to toss. And it's using that master turret as a template. If we pull out the template turret, it'll shut down the whole production.
Hello.
Template.
Hello.
on this one, you want to
Response.
again
this
ball
is
save that you have
Template.
Hello.
Okay,
inner,
oh, just pull that
Response.
turret out.
Hello.
Template missing. Continuing from memory.
because the inner shots are more difficult.
Response.
So if you get them out of the way early,
Template.
it's just you're gonna have
What do you have there?
Response.
Hello.
And I really
New
lucked out
template
there.
accepted.
It worked!
Template.
Hello.
I made it look easy.
Response.
It's usually a little harder than
Hi.
that.
Template.
Hello.
That's one
Response.
extra ball. Now we have a bit of a buffer, and hopefully I'll be able to get the other extra ball from co-op pretty soon. So we're not in as much danger as
That is inside.
we were before. And there's the ball save. That should make this mission a little easier, and I'm actually going to try to complete it now. So first step is, as usual, you have the 2 out of 3 shots, and there it goes. Oh yeah, I should actually get the ball
that
save.
felt
The
really
extra
good.
ball. Lest I forget. Now you'll notice that you have a timer for most of these shots.
This close and you're going to
Basically
fail
all
me?
of them except the last elevator shot are timed. But if you hit any of the other main shots, even though they're not the shot you're supposed to hit, the timer actually increases
Look at you,
and gives you
sailing
a
through the air
chance
majestically,
to hit the shot
like
you're
an
supposed to
eagle,
hit.
piloting a blimp.
So you don't want to aim too much actually, you just want to quickly pick a reasonable way to make one of the shots that you're supposed to go for. And this is actually one of the harder shots, but it gives you lots of time to do it. So remember, to hit that
So is
cross range
anyone
shot,
there?
you need to hit the Atlas shot to feed it this way. And if we do it one more time, we'll get another ball save, which would be really handy. Don't want it on that side. Alright, fine. Let's just try to finish this. This shot is difficult too, but
This isn't that hard.
you just have to just have to shoot it really late. There's no really not much of a secret to it.
Very impressive. Please note that any appearance of danger is merely a device to enhance your testing experience.
I'd like to get that ball saved now, please.
Oh, careful now.
Whew. That was close, and I don't want to do that again.
Are you still thinking, or what's happening?
You can't give up now.
See how I chose to go for the easier shot of the two available shots. That's okay, because I just need one more lane to relight
Please
the
be
kickback.
careful. Anything? Take your time.
Looks like I'm not making much
Oh,
progress.
have you got an idea?
My fast shooting is keeping the timer.
Any
up.
ideas? Any ideas? No? No, me neither.
There's the kickback, and there's the shot.
Very good. A complimentary victory lift has been activated in the main chamber.
Right, so this last shot of of all in Mission 2 is not done.
You performed this test better than anyone on record. This is a pre-recorded message.
Right, so I really should concentrate on
That isn't science.
relighting the... well, okay.
You're okay? Great, come on!
I activated the ball save, so I might as well use it to relight the kickback since I only need... whoops, didn't mean to do that. I need 2 lanes.
There we go! Lift cool!
So we're pretty good with kickbacks, though it's usually a good idea to light more of those lanes. Now, what I just did was a nudge pass. I don't like to do this more than is necessary because it slows the game down and it uses up a tilt warning. It slows it down in the sense that you don't really want to nudge pass and then immediately keep going because you're going to have one less nudge available for emergencies. Now, nudges, every time you do a strong nudge, it triggers a tilt warning and you
These ridges are made from natural light
2
that I
tilt
pump in
warnings
from the
typically before
surface.
the next nudge
If you
causes
rubbed
it to
your
happen.
cheek on one, it would be like standing outside with the sun shining on your face. It would also set your hair on fire, so don't actually do it.
I'm pretty sure we're going the right way.
The
Pretty
thing
sure.
the thing with tilt warnings
You can't give up now.
in Pinball FX2 is that they actually expire every 10 seconds.
You're
Which
doing
is
very well.
different than real pinball tables. In real pinball tables, they do not expire. So you can use this to your advantage by nudging as much as you need to, as long as you...
The vital apparatus vent will deliver a weighted companion cube in 3, 2, 1.
Oh, that was a bit dangerous there.
Hurry!
Uh-oh.
You're doing a great job of disappointing me. The
Alright,
upcoming
multi-ball
tests
it.
require you to work together as a team.
So you can actually get a decent amount of points here. You don't have to end this mode when you get the super jackpot, which happens.
Here we go.
Your note makes me laugh.
First, all of
The
these
thought
end
of you
shots,
stopping that.
and then a cross ramp shot afterward.
Was that necessary?
So you do generally want to try to milk it for all that it's worth. I'll try to do that now, although I don't always succeed.
Look at you. Dancing. Just stop it already. If I stop watching, I'm sure you'll get bored of this.
Oh, careful now. now.
Oh, that was very close. I shouldn't have risked that. Okay, so the safest thing here to do is to let those tilt warnings expire. The next nudge I do, if I hadn't done that, would have been a tilt. So I need to wait about 20 seconds for 2 tilt warnings to expire. So I have 1 kickback on lit. I gotta be careful on that and try to relight it. I need to go up and get that cross ramp shot that's got the lit part of the ramp going there. Usually the easiest way to do that is to hit, again, the right ramp rather than the left ramp.
Excellent. You're both doing very well. Slapping hands. That accomplishes something. Congratulations on completing the Aperture Science Standard Cooperative Testing courses.
I didn't manage to milk that at all, because I ended the multi-ball mode with that elevator shot. But you don't have to hit that elevator shot. You can keep going and repeat the cycle as many times as you can until you either drain a ball or hit that elevator shot.
Waddle over to the elevator and continue the testing.
Oh, careful now.
If at first you don't succeed, fail 5 more times.
But you saw there a very good example of how that elevator target is
Look who's
dangerous.
back. Were you scared to continue those tests?
Luckily, we have 2 more balls.
Where's the jump across? Oh, nicely done.
Yeah, that was easy.
At least now we have 2 more balls. Okay, back to business.
Let's keep moving. The factory entrance must be around here somewhere.
Well, sometimes I'll try to nudge as the ball is approaching the bumpers, nudge like that, so that the ball actually avoids the bumpers and gives a more
These bridges are
More
made from
predictable.
natural light that I pump in from the surface. If you rubbed your cheek on one, it would be like standing outside with the sun shining on your face.
It's kind of hard to
It
actually
would
do that
also set your
consistently.
hair on fire, so don't actually do it.
Maybe you'll get a chance to explain that little trick in detail. So, whoops, let me actually make this shot first.
Please be careful.
Oh, come on.
This close and you are going to fail me?
Not gonna fail. So those white things
That
that are
is a
flashing,
sign.
when you hit the lab and the rat targets, it lights this rat mad mode, rat mad reward mode, where you have to find one of those shots, which is randomly selected, that gives you the random reward, and however many points
Here it
you
is! The turret
find it.
factory entrance. We made it! Ta-da!
Hello.
Only the turret control center.
Response.
Thank you very
Hello.
much. See that scanner out there? It's
Template.
deciding
Hello.
which turrets to keep and which to toss.
Response.
It's using that master turret as a template.
Template.
If we
Hello.
pull out the
This mode 3
template turret,
times.
it'll shut down the whole production.
Hello.
Right, I'm gonna have to hack the
Hello.
door so that we can get out.
Response.
First wizard mode, because
Done.
completing this,
Hello.
every time you complete it, makes the wizard mode
Response.
much
Hello.
easier.
Okay, go on, just pull that
Template.
turret out.
Template
If
missing.
you don't complete it at
Continuing
all,
from
it's
memory.
very difficult to complete.
Template.
What do you have there?
New template accepted.
It
Response.
worked!
So at this
Template.
point, we can pretty safely be able.
Response.
We'll be
Where do I
fine
get
on
my
the
gun?
wizard mode. But
Template.
one more would be even better.
Re-
It basically skips up to 3 parts of the wizard mode for you, if you for every time you complete Turret Factory.
You are doing wonderfully.
Alright, so this one, it's always a good idea to do what I just did and set yourself up for the next
The vital
hard shot in this
apparatus
mode,
vent will
which is that
deliver
one.
a weighted companion cube in 3, 2, 1.
There we go. This time I did not time out of it. It's good to remember what shots come up next, so you can set yourself up for them right away. You don't
You
lose any
really
time.
don't need to be failing.
Whoops.
Without the consequence of death, is this even
Flipping do not
science?
mix.
Where's the jump across? We
don't
made
like
it, we
texting
made it, we
and
made it, we
driving.
made it.
Alright, now this is our last ball. I need to be much more careful.
Please proceed to the chamber lock.
Okay, no, don't worry. I've got it.
Bounce shots.
These ridges are made from natural light that I pump in from the surface. If you rubbed your cheek on one, it would be like standing outside with the sun shining on your face. It would also set your hair on fire, so don't actually do it. Good job. The vital apparatus vent will deliver a weighted companion tube in 3,
but it worked.
2, 1.
Oh, careful now.
Uh-oh.
The turret factory should be this way, I think.
Bounce pass. And trap.
Hey! You made it!
Right ramp is again the easiest. One of these, any of them will do. They're all about the same. Shoot.
Are you still thinking, or what's happening? Hurry!
If I made these tests any easier, they wouldn't be tests.
Precarious position now. And back to one inlet lane for the kickback, and there it goes. So notice you have many options when the ball goes up to that right upper flipper. You can flip and have it feed down the left in lane to the left flipper, or if that's a good idea if you want the ball to end up on the left flipper. If you want it to end up on the right flipper, you don't flip and just trap it. Alternatively, you can also not flip and let it bounce pass. Not flipping the right upper flipper is basically a little bit easier than to actually attempt to hit the cross ramp shot. It's also faster. So if you're actually in a hurry for some reason, or you just for whatever reason don't want to try the cross ramp shot, then it's a good idea to just let the ball fall onto the right flipper and then bounce. But there are lots of good reasons to hit the cross ramp. To increase the mission completion bonus. And by the way, after that's maxed out, if you any further attempts to increase it would give you, I believe, 2 million points, which is not bad. See, there's that bumper avoidance nudge. There it is again. It's just a very soft analog nudge.
I'm pretty sure we're going the right way. Pretty sure.
Cheater. Waddle over to the elevator and we'll continue the testing. These ridges are made from natural light that I pump in from the surface. If you rubbed your cheek on one, it would be like standing outside with the sun shining on your face. It would also set your hair on fire, so don't actually do
I'm a
it.
little afraid to do the bumper nudge.
You are doing wonderfully.
It's also scary when the ball comes back from a weak shot.
The vital apparatus bench will deliver a weighted companion
it's a good
cube
idea
in
to
3, 2,
nudge
1.
sideways in those cases. Actually, want the ball to be on the other side here.
This close and you are going to fail me? That isn't science.
Ball safe bought me some time and some safety, considerable safety.
Anything? Take your time.
There's the rat man.
Hey! You made it! You're okay? Great, come on!
Great, I have another ball save. Basically an extension in this case. That's good. Okay, see, so that's how you hit that then Peabody.
Let's keep moving.
Shot
The
from
factory
left
entrance
flipper.
must be
A
around
very
here somewhere.
early shot will do it. Twice in a row, very convenient.
You're doing very well.
There's a reflex shot. Bounce to the left. And bounce pass. I'm doing that to...
With a chance you don't succeed. Fail 5 more times.
Luckily, I do have another extra ball. Somehow, I guess maybe
Without
I
the
picked up
consequence
that
of
extra
death,
ball earlier.
is this even science?
Way to jump across.
Wasn't paying attention. I thought I
Uh-oh.
was out of balls. Okay.
There we go. Lift cool.
Now we really can't make any more mistakes.
The upcoming tests require you to work together as a team. Is it fun when you degrade yourselves like that?
So notice I just took me 2 attempts to make that cross ramp shot.
Are you broken?
If
It
you
looks
fail
like you're
to
malfunctioning.
make a cross ramp shot,
careful
you
now.
can nudge upwards as the ball's coming back to the flipper. That'll give
Yes,
you another chance.
I see you
Some very
waving.
soft nudges will you can do a strong one, but soft nudge
Cheater.
will
I
save
defy
your
you to
first
tell me
one.
there's a purpose to what you're doing.
Okay, so I gotta be careful here with my other
Did you think that would be funny?
nudge.
Excellent. You're both doing very well. Slapping hands. That accomplishes something. Game over. Back to testing.
That was a dumb drain. Alright, so I'm actually kind of curious about which extra balls I don't have yet. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to wait here and let the DMD get into its status display. There it goes. It's going to tell me a few interesting things. Extra balls left. Cake target and defeat class. Okay, so yeah, I already do have the Ratman ball. I guess I didn't notice when I got it. So the cake target one is attainable. If things go very well, I'll be able to pick that up and give us a little bit more buffer, because we are in a precarious position, only being halfway to the wizard mode, and this is the last ball that we currently have. I'm going to try to bounce pass into the elevator now.
Waddle over to the elevator and we'll continue the testing.
Now that I just need to sink the ball into the elevator, I'm not as concerned about doing this shot from the right. Although, as you can see, it's still dangerous if you miss.
These ridges are made from natural light that I pump in from the surface. If you rubbed your cheek on one, it would be like standing outside with the sun shining on your face. It would also set your hair on fire, so don't actually do it. You really don't need to keep failing.
Oh, that's tremendous.
It's been fun. Don't come back.
Alright, what I'm going to do is I will get back to this point offline and continue the video after I've completed the first 3 test chambers. Okay, so I've caught up through the first 3 missions. Fortunately, I only have 1 turret factory behind me, so we'll see if we can catch up on that. And I only have 1 drain so far, so now we're in a much better position.
Better than anyone on record. This is a pre-recorded message.
Oh, and I guess I should mention again that we're skipping the 4th test chamber because we want to use that as a hedge to be able to quickly relight kickbacks. Alright, so I have 1 of the personality cores. The way you get those, by the way, is through a specific 3-shot combo. So you first have to
Waddle over to the elevator and we'll continue the testing.
the Atlas shot, then the cross ramp, which I didn't quite hit, it was too weak. Nope, still not hitting the cross ramp. But anyway, hitting those 2 shots lights the lock for the personality cores. It's the same, it's that portal, that orange portal shot. It's the same as the lock shot for co-op multi-ball. It only lights it for about 10 seconds, or actually no, it's more like 5 seconds, so you don't have a lot of time at all.
These ridges are made from natural light that I pump
So
in
I've
from the
talked through this
surface.
one enough, I'm just
If you
gonna try
rubbed your
to...
cheek on one, it would be like
try to get
standing
the-
outside with the sun shining on your face. It would also set your hair on fire, so don't actually do it.
See how I note how I nudged
Oh, careful now.
out of the outline there.
Yeah, that was easy.
Oh, careful now.
Yikes. Bad situation. Okay, luckily this is untimed, so I can just sit here and wait to get my tilt warnings back. Then I can transfer to the right flipper, either by doing a nudge pass. Now it is possible to do a soft nudge pass without losing a tilt warning, but I am not good enough at doing that. I can't do it consistently without risking a drain, excuse me. So instead what I can do here is I can shoot the safe right ramp shot and let the ball fall to the right flipper. If my plan works out the way I intend, that is. Nope, didn't work out the way I intended. There we go. Okay. Now I'm set up for that left shot. Though I could just also backhand it.
Excellent work. The vital apparatus vent will deliver a weighted companion cube in 3, 2, 1.
Hey, you made it.
Cheater.
The turret factory should be this way, I think.
Now that laser shot also counts as a left orbit shot. That can be used to your advantage in certain situations.
You can't give up now.
Especially cases where you need both of those shots. Which is occasionally the case.
Anything? Take your time.
Oh, have you got an idea? I'm pretty sure we're going the right way. Pretty sure. Any ideas? Any ideas? No? No.
It's too late on that nudge.
Hurry!
You're doing very well.
Okay. More shots here, hopefully.
You did it. The weighted companion cube certainly brought you good luck.
Yes, it did.
Congratulations on passing that test.
Somehow it doesn't sound like you mean that, GLaDOS. Alright, enough screwing around. Again,
There we go! Lift cool!
the elevator from the left for safety reasons. But after I've already hit the target once, I can try to hit it from the right. That's safe, relatively speaking. Okay, so test chamber 6 should
Federal
be quite
regulations
easy.
require me
3
to
and 5
warn you
are
that this
the hard
next test chamber is looking pretty good.
Yeah, it's because it is. It's very, very easy. It's a short test chamber with only 4 steps, like test chamber 1. So at this point, we're basically to wizard mode. We don't have to worry much anymore.
Let's keep moving. The factory entrance must be around here somewhere.
Yes, I would like to find that factory entrance again. Nudge. At just the right time. To the side.
Good job.
Should be a cross ramp shot here, I think.
Once again, excellent work.
Untimed elevator.
That is inside.
Very safe now with that ball save.
I'll give you credit. I guess you are listening to me. For the
Now we have
record,
the
you
easy
don't
one
have to
left.
go that slowly.
Although I will try to get one more turret factory in because I only have one right now. And that's not
Please proceed to the chamber lock.
oops. That's a good idea to double flip when you think you might your shot might hit the bottom tip of the slingshot. Double flipping in that case in the correct order gives you a little bit of a hedge against that possibility. It's the one of the rare cases where it makes sense to double flip. This is basically two ways to hit the bumpers, two reliable ways. It's the left orbit, or three ways I guess. The laser shot or the left orbit. They both go the same way. Or the body shot.
Entrance, we made it! Ta-da! Only the turret control center.
Respawn.
Thank you very much. See that scanner right there? It's
Template.
deciding which turrets to keep and which to toss.
Respawn.
And it's using that master turret as a template. If we pull out the template turret, it'll shut down the whole production. Done. Hacked.
Template.
Okay, go on, just pull that turret out.
Template missing. Continuing from template. Response.
What do you have there?
Template. Response. New template accepted.
It worked!
Template.
Alright, so notice what the laser is doing. There are several things that the laser can do, and it does something every, I think, 2 or 3 shots to that laser hole on the left. Right now, it has super bumpers activated.
This next test involves turrets.
And you can see how it's going through those two crates that are on top of the slingshots.
That's you in 5 seconds.
So,
Good luck.
what the laser gives you actually isn't random. It depends on the orientation of those
You
cubes,
may
which
want
is
to
quite
try and
clever.
avoid those turrets.
I forget what their actual name was. So, just to quickly go over the other things that the laser can give you. One of them is a direct shot to hit GLaDOS. That only requires the left cube. That just gives you 2.5 million points right away. It doesn't do anything else. You saw the super bumpers, which causes the bumpers to give 200,000 per hit for a little while. There are 3 other possibilities. There's super skill shot, which lights that cake hole, same as the turret factory hole, on the lower bumper. So that becomes lit for a super skill shot and basically gives you a chance to complete a skill shot for double the normal points you'd normally get. And then you have the orange and the blue gel. Blue gel is the jump gel. On the right ramp, if you hit the launch button, it sort of jumps. That actually doesn't do anything as far as I can tell, besides give you an extra 1 million points for doing that. And there's the orange gel on the left ramp, which gives you it's an acceleration gel. It gives you a free cross ramp shot if you hold the right upper flipper elevated, so you don't actually have to aim the shot. It just gives it to you. You're going to see that quite a lot in the wizard mode, and it's actually a very good idea to take advantage of the orange gel in the wizard mode. In that case, it's just part of what the wizard mode does. It gives you those orange and blue gels as part of the wizard mode. You don't actually have to activate the laser as you normally would to get those. This is one of the trickier shots. You have to do a combo shot to the cross ramp during multi-ball.
You are doing wonderfully.
A little bit easier when you have ball save on. Whoops. If you have that ball save. The thing about multi-ball is it can be much harder to aim, not because you have to keep track of 2 balls at once, but also because there's other balls in the field, so your shot can have moving obstacles. So this is important to keep in mind for especially the wizard mode on this table. You actually want to aim nice clean shots when other balls aren't in your way, and one really good way to do that is to let other balls simply drain while you have a ball save on. We'll be doing a lot of that in the wizard mode, which we'll get to very shortly. Another reason to do test chamber 4 last is because it gives you multi-ball practice right before you start the wizard mode, which is the entire thing is multi-ball, except possibly the very end, which you can play with just one ball. Although that's not advisable if you can avoid it.
Deploying target acquired. Are you still there?
It's a bit late this, but look out for gunfire. Probably doesn't help at this point, but I have at least tried.
So sometimes in between those phases of the main modes, there are certain animations that have to happen before the next shots occur. So there's basically nothing to shoot for during that interlude. That's why I was just sitting there waiting. If you have balls trapped, you should just keep them trapped, rather than risk losing control of them while you're waiting for the next shot to line up, unless you already know what the next shot is, in which case you can set up for that shot if you need to.
You're doing very well.
Right, so this step is actually very specifically practiced for the wizard mode. In fact, this whole test chamber is a mini version of what the wizard mode is like. It's basically the same types of shots, except the wizard mode has a few other things going on. So we need to shoot the bumpers about 10 times or something at this point. The shots that are lit are actually not, they're just telling you, they're just highlighting the shots that go to the bumpers, and that right shot there doesn't really go to the bumpers, so you basically ignore it. The best shots to shoot for are generally especially the two left ones. The left orbit's probably the simplest, and the P-body shot is not a bad idea either. It's a little harder to hit. Just depends on which flipper the ball is on is the shot you should go for. Keep it simple.
Is anyone
There's the orange
there?
shell. I'll maybe demonstrate it right now.
Get in the net!
The other thing that the orange shell allows you to do is to hit even a weak shot to the ramp will actually make it. Once the ball touches the orange gel at all, it's a guaranteed shot upward.
You have a gift for these tests. That's not just flattery. You are great at science.
Okay, so what we have to do now is start the wizard mode. This is the fun part.
There we go. Lift cool.
Here we go.
Well, you found me. Congratulations. Was it worth it?
Yes. Hello. No, we're not stopping.
Well, it was nice catching up. Let's get to business. Do you hear that? That's the sound of the neurotoxin emitters emitting neurotoxin.
Neurotoxin level at capacity in 3 minutes.
Stay casual when I tell you this. I think I smell neurotoxin.
Okay, so as usual, choose your shots wisely. Don't panic. There's no need to panic. You have a 3-minute ball save. So see, I just got through 2 phases of this already. This part especially, what you're looking for is a well-timed shot. A well-aimed shot, sorry. With nothing, you don't want anything else in the way, so you just let balls drain at your leisure. If you've done the turret factory at least 2 times, like we have, you're not in that much of a hurry. And in fact, panicking and flailing around will actually make it take longer than it would if you just aimed. There we go.
Before you leave, why don't we do one more test for old time's sake?
So that's it. There's only one more part. We have to destroy one turret. Because we only did the turret factory mode. Actually, maybe 2 turrets that we did destroy, I'm not sure. So again, this is the bumper hitting part.
Cheater.
Gotta get that kickback back. That's it. Just one turn.
So whatever you're doing, keep doing it.
Target lost.
Or, no, never mind. It is 2 turns. So we have to do a few more shots here. So see that timer, actually, it is the ball save timer, but it also, the faster you complete it, the more time you have remaining, the more bonus score you get. It's actually based on the number of seconds remaining. I think it's 500,000 per second.
Is anyone
like
there?
So that's it. It's out of it now. The rest of the turns that will be destroyed in the first time.
And system compromised. Nanotoxin offline.
That did it. Neurotoxin at 0%. Yes.
So now we get the bomb. Now log roll. This is the hard part. The first part is pretty easy. So we just care about that bomb. Don't care about the other balls. That's all that matters is the one ball.
What are you doing?
Cross ramp shot is
I don't know what you think you are doing, but I don't like it. I
there's
want
the
you to
orange
stop.
gel. So we don't have to actually aim the cross ramp shot. Just elevate.
That thing you're attacking isn't important to me. It's the fluid catalytic cracking unit.
Actually,
It makes you
bombs.
orphans.
Now we have to do
Go
a
ahead
little
and
bit of
break
extra
it,
work at this
hero.
stage.
I don't care. Okay, we're
to get
even
the
now.
next
You
block
can stop.
activated.
Don't listen to her. Do it.
This isn't brave.
Lucky for
It's
us,
murder.
just the ball save.
What did I ever do to you? You think you're doing some damage? Thanks for. I'm fine.
Perfect. That may have been the
So
first time.
let's see here. Exit, exit, exit. There is no exit.
That may have been the first time.
Hello, and again, welcome to the
I
Aperture
completed that
Science
with all
Computer
4
Aided
balls
Enrichment
still on the
Center.
playfield.
Yes, I knew someone was alive in here.
Okay, so that was it. That was
Where'd
pretty
you
much the
jump
whole
across?
table.
Are you alright?
Please proceed to the
There's the
chamber
extra
now.
ball lights. One of the 5 extra balls you get is for actually. I don't remember if it's for starting or for. I think yeah, I guess it's for completing successfully the wizard mode. So if you want all 5 extra balls, you have to complete the wizard mode.
Oh, here we go.
Now let's see if I can maybe start the core multi-ball here just to show it off. It's the only one thing that we haven't really done on the table.
This next test involves turrets. You remember them, right? They're the pale spherical things that are full of bullets. Oh wait, that's you in 5 seconds. Good luck.
Yeah, so the personality core multi-ball is probably the most amusing, entertaining mode on the table. It also scores very well, but it's very difficult to start. Some have speculated that it may actually be the best scoring strategy on the table due to its high degree of safety, since you actually need to use the ramp that activates the ball save to start it. So you're actually activating ball saves at the same time while trying to start the mode. This is quite safe, but still, in the grand scheme of things, as the recent Portal tournament has rather decisively determined, it's still not a better strategy than actually repeating the wizard mode. So, as far as I know, all the top scorers got their score by repeating the wizard mode. Although at least several of us have tried a multi-ball strategy. The multi-ball strategy does work to some degree. It's just not as good as the wizard mode strategy, which is good because ideally you don't want to be repeating the same thing over and over again for score. That gets pretty boring. So we're all quite thankful, I think, for Zach and Thomas Croftinator for designing this table in a balanced way. So you can actually have lots of fun playing it while playing for top score at the same time. As you can see, that combo shot is very difficult and I'm not really making any progress. I've missed it quite a few times now.
The fact sphere is the most intelligent sphere.
Fact sphere is my favorite sphere. That's a fact. It's almost as nerdy as I am.
The turret factory should be this way, I think.
That isn't science.
You're doing great!
There it goes.
Catch me, catch me, catch me, catch me!
This situation is hopeless.
I don't want to scare you. I'm an adventure sphere. Designed for danger.
Basically, you're
Why don't
hitting
you
all
go
the
ahead and have
shots
yourself
in this mode.
a little lady break and I'll
A-
take it here.
An
With an
ostrich's eye is bigger than its brain.
Nobody
on the
cares
cross-ramp
for us.
shots.
Ever notice how
Formula
nobody
is
stops
supposed to
when
just
they're
1
doing
million
this?
dollars.
We don't care.
But one really cool thing you can do is
Machiavellian.
Do you have a
you
gun?
manage to
Because
activate
I
the
should
orange
really
shell.
have a gun.
It
What
makes
is
that
that
cross-ramp
thing?
shot that
89%
much
of magic
easier.
tricks are not magic. Technically, they are social.
Ever notice how nobody stops what
And
they're
another
doing?
good strategy here is to actually
don't
try to keep hitting the ball save cross ramp, which you can use to
A
extend
gallon of water weighs
this mode
8.34
considerably.
pounds. The billionth digit of pi is 9.
Nobody
Like that.
cares for us. Duck away! Duck away! Woohoo! The sweet sounds.
I think my record on this is about 240,000.
Yeah! Nice!
The moon orbits the Earth every
255, I think.
27.32 days.
Ever notice how nobody stops what they're doing?
Now I'm really starting to sound like the
Duck away!
fact sphere.
Duck away! Woohoo! The sweet sounds.
Yes, yes, in your face. I got
Yeah, how'd you like that?
Avocados have the highest fiber and calories of any fruit.
Most of them
Do you
come
have a
from
gun?
California.
Because I should really have a gun. What is that thing you're holding?
there. Bing. Good. Perfect. On you go.
Dental floss has superb tensile strength.
No! Ah! No! Don't! Ah!
The sun is 330,330 times larger than Earth. Volcanologists are experts in the study of volcanoes.
Do you have a gun? Because I should really have a gun. What is that
Multi-ball.
thing you're holding?
You want to try to keep the kickbacks up.
Yeah! Nice!
It's quite a bit of multitasking here.
To make a photocopier, simply photocopy a mirror.
No, I don't think it works that way.
The sun is 330,330 times larger than Earth.
Nobody cares for us.
A gallon of water weighs 8.34 pounds.
Ever notice how nobody stops what they're doing? We don't care.
That isn't science.
Yeah, how'd you like
Adventure
that?
Sphere is such a bully. Alright, I should probably use the ball save to get that kickback back.
The moon orbits the Earth every 27.32 days.
Nobody cares for us.
Volcanologists are experts in the study of volcanoes.
Duck away! Duck away! Woohoo!
All right,
Sweet
I'm
sounds.
bringing this farce to a close.
Notice jump
Oh.
across.
At the end of that mode, the flippers go dead. What this actually means is you cannot drain in that mode. Most multi-ball modes, you can accidentally drain multiple balls at once and lose the ball completely. but in that mode, it's very safe. If you drain multiple balls, you're fine. You still get another ball back. Alright, so that pretty much covers it for the portal table. Again, thanks for watching, and thanks to Zen, Thomas Crofts, Valve, and everyone else involved in making this awesome table. It's definitely one of my favorites. I'll see you all next time.